Hello. Good night.
Hello, Gino. Congrats. Tell me how it feels right now getting back to another Sweet 16 for you guys.
Well, thank you so much, and it feels amazing. I think we've worked really hard this season, uh, with one goal in mind, to is to come to nationals and perform and win games. And we won one today, and there's four more games to go, and we're just excited and really happy.
Take us through that first goal. You guys jumped on him pretty quickly.
I think one of the keys in today's game was the energy we put in, and I think it's a reflection on the first goal. It came really quick play too, and we were so into the game, and I knew Hata was gonna put that ball, and it was a great feeling to score in the first minutes. It gave the team a lot of confidence, and from there we started to do our thing.
They scored early in the second half to tie it up, but you responded right away 5 minutes after that, Luca with the goal. Just tell me about that, what you saw when Luca scored there and how you responded right away after JMU tied it up.
Well, I think the team reaction was really great. We didn't went crazy about them scoring a goal. Yes, it really pissed us because we really practiced set pieces, and I think we put a lot of effort into that, and they scored that way. So that's something we have to improve. But the mindset was still the same: keep playing, keep moving the ball, keep going forward, and that's how we got that second goal. So I think it was uh, more of a relief scoring that goal, of course, because we were on the lead. But it also, we didn't change as much the way we were playing. The only thing that changed was the score. So really positive about that.
You had some challenging matches just a while ago in the American Athletic Conference Championship. How were you able to carry that momentum that you had there and throughout the regular season finish into today's match?
I think especially the conference tournament gave us a lot of confidence in the team, in our made us improve a lot of weakness that we had as a team in various parts of the field. And I think the energy and just the excitement and motivation to be here in North Carolina, it's so many things you guys, the media, don't see, but just being around the guys in the hotel, sharing these moments, just being in another state, playing soccer, what we love. It's just such a blessing. And I think like after that conference tournament, we just were so excited to be here, and now we have to enjoy the moment and keep performing.
I'm curious, having been through this before, 2019, you got to that Sweet 16. I'll never forget, you set up Cal and that goal in overtime to beat Missouri State at home, and the place went bonkers. Did that experience, playing through that match and then obviously the next round, did that help you today as a team in knowing what to expect?
Of course, I think the the feeling that this is not something new for UCF being at these stages nationally really helped the new guys that never experienced a national tournament. Speaking to them, say like, "Hey, just let's take this as another game. It has a different dimension. It's national. It's against teams you never play, but the way football is played, it's always the same. So that experience, that feeling of already we've been here, really helped us today to feel confident about the game of today.
What did you like about the team defense today? And talk a little bit more about knowing what it's like to have Yannick in goal.
Well, starting with Yannick, I feel like he just gives a lot of leadership and confidence in the back. You've seen in this season, his saves are unbelievable, but the way he plays with his feet is really helpful for us because he's an extra player that can play with the ball, and that helps and gives confidence to the defenders. That the four that played today, they move the ball really quickly, have a lot of movement, and they're always there. They're really tight. They're always aggressive, and I think that togetherness they have, and always being ruthless against the rival. It gives the midfield and us attacking guys a lot of confidence that if we lose the ball, they're already there. They're connected and concentrated. So that's something that it's really good for us.
tell me about the setup there. This is different than obviously the last time where you got to be at home to advance to the Sweet 16 and then play at SMU. This is different. This is a neutral field. I know there's a lot of different fields in that area. Just tell us what it's been like to be up there and play somewhere that maybe you haven't played before.
In my opinion, it's been amazing for me. I know that playing at UCF, the fans are always amazing, and it's always nice to play in front of your friends, the people that know you. But here, I feel like in a different dimension, I'm playing like a little World Cup, and it's that feeling of traveling to a new place. You go meet new fields. You're in a hotel. It's really that feeling. It's what you see on TV of when it's a tournament of this dimension in the pro level, and it just feels a little bit closer to that. So for me, I really enjoy it. I'm really happy to be here, and we get to stay more days here with the team, and it's just amazing.
We saw on social media a little of the celebration on the bus. How does it feel to just enjoy the moment?
I think us talking about a little bit, not something about soccer, I think this pandemic has taught us how much we enjoyed the past, and we have to enjoy now because we never know what the future is ahead of us. And these years have been so crazy that we just gotta enjoy today. We never know what we have tomorrow. So that boost celebration reflects that enjoyment in the moment, and the guys are great. We are like a family here, and of course there's a big Spanish speaking group, so of course we put a little bit into that happiness and dancing around. So it was a great bus trip, and just focus now on the next game.
And that's my last question. You've been here before in that Sweet 16 at SMU. That experience, what will you tell the players that haven't gone through this, what to expect now? Because I know the job's far from done. I know you all have higher aspirations than just winning one round.
I just think that speaking about that last game, Sweet 16 against SMU, it was small details. I think these games that are against teams that you never play are about small details, and that's gonna be key for the game. Gotta work through that and just be focused, study what team are we gonna play, and just go with energy and be confident about our identity, our standard, and just go and enjoy, because you are only here in these stages once a year if you're lucky, and we just gotta, as the last question said, is enjoy the moment, and just tell the guys to enjoy with a responsibility that we're gonna go through, and we want to go to Elite 8. So I think that's the mindset of that.
Thank you very much. Congrats.
Muchos saludos a todos.
Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Thanks, guys. Let me go get Calabrese for you. One sec.
Yep.
He's good. He's good. I always
you should try to get DeBose on. Just throw an idea. I know he talks a lot. I get it.
Let me see what time the match is.
I'm just trying to think of an idea for you there.
Yeah.
I mean, Cal Jennings would be another one, but I don't know if you can get him. I mean, that's tough.
Yeah, tough. Texting with Winston is a challenge.
I know it is. I just thought it popped in my head like this is kind of, I got to believe he's following this.
Oh, yeah.
All right, got coach for you guys.
Hey, Coach, congrats.
Thank you.
Coach, amazing match to get back to the Sweet 16. Tell me the feelings. What was that like in that last second when you realized, hey, we just got back to the Sweet 16?
Oh, it was great. I thought the guys were fantastic tonight. Really in every facet, of the game that we wanted to play well and perform well. We did. We possessed the ball really well. When we were patient and we built up, I thought we were dangerous. I thought we played really, really well tonight. And I think that also is part of why we as a group, why we're as happy as we are. We got the result. We went to the 16, but on top of it, we executed at the level that we wanted to. And that was really good.
And your team jumped out on them pretty quickly, which is what you like to do. And Gino talked about that the energy was there throughout the match.
Yeah, I think that the guys, we got this long period of time off. And when I say off, where we didn't have another match, that 2 weeks, certain guys who were banged up had time to rest. Obviously winning a conference championship took a lot out of us. So to have that period of time to get healthy and to get recharged and then to be ready then for this, I thought the energy from our group from moment one was really good. Really good.
You guys responded so quickly after they scored in the second half. Luka with the big goal. Just talk about your team there not being fazed by that. Like when JMU scored even, you responded real quick and really stayed on top of them throughout the match.
Yeah, I think that's a key factor for any successful team. Any team that wants to go and achieve things. It's not necessarily whether you make a mistake. It's not necessarily whether you concede a goal. Or you fail to hold the ball and possess the ball the way that you want to. It's really how you respond to those moments. And honestly, I'm really proud of that from this group to not have that emotionally affect them, to have, instead of having this emotional reaction of frustration, because really we probably could have had more than just one goal at that time when we conceded. We had good enough chances and a lot of possession where we maybe could have had 2 goals, 3 goals. But then for our guys to not allow that to frustrate them, to believe in each other in that moment and to continue to work hard and even to elevate, like the sequence that led to that second goal was, that was certainly one of the best goals I think we've scored all year in terms of our ability to combine and possess and the chance that we create. I was really happy with that.
JMU's goalie has been pretty stout this season. This one on paper had the makings of, maybe you go to penalty kicks, it'd be a 0-0 kind of thing. Was it surprising to you just how offensive and how free-flowing it was?
I think that was a big emphasis for us in these last couple weeks of training, to really increase our speed of play, to turn, to go at teams. So I'm happy that that's the way it went, to be honest. I think that's the type of game that we do well in. It is a game where there's some spaces for us to play in. It's very hard when we watch other teams on video, and we're watching them play against an opponent usually different to ourselves, to understand how the game's going to go. So I agree with you. I didn't know what to expect fully, whether we were going to be able to possess the ball the way that we did. Because a lot of other teams did not do that against JMU during the season when we watched video. So, it's credit. It's 100% credit to our guys, and the confidence that they had, the level of concentration, the level of effort, the level of quality that they produced for us to be able to do that too. I mean, JMU is a very good team. I want to say they were ranked 17th in the country. I don't know what their record was. I'm not even sure. I was going to say they hadn't lost, right?
Nope, 5-0-3.
Yeah, so they were 5-0-3. They hadn't lost a game. So I think they're a very, very good team. So it's a credit to our guys to come out and to play that way and with that kind of confidence.
Yeah, they kind of have a habit of you guys playing against undefeated teams in the round of 32 for some reason, back-to-back years. But
Yeah.
but you mentioned you had other opportunities to add to the lead, but you couldn't. But their goalkeeper, as Trace mentioned, TJ Bush, is a stud goalkeeper. He was an 80th pick in the Super Draft.
Yeah.
So how much of those opportunities were just frustrations you couldn't finish the play, but at the same time, he's really good and they're really good defensively, so you kind of have to expect that.
Yeah, I actually think what he did really well was he covered the space behind his back line, but because there were two or three moments where I thought, there was one moment for sure I thought Luka's in for a breakaway. I don't remember who delivered the ball, but it was a nice pass in behind. Luka timed his run really well, and then their goalkeeper was right there, and he was really far out of his goal. But at the same time, you never felt like during the run of play that you could chip him, right? Like he was so far off his line that you could find a way to hurt him in those moments. So no, he was very good, and he made a big difference, I think, for them. Probably in the tournament, their conference tournament, and definitely tonight.
It certainly didn't look like your side had much in the way of nerves, right? They played loose. They looked like they were having fun out there. I mean, they were focused, they had energy, but going through what they went through to get here, through that American Athletic Conference tournament, really prepared them for a high-level match like tonight.
Yeah, I think one of the things that is true from my experience is that the only way to get used to playing in big matches where there's a lot of pressure is to play in big matches where there's a lot of pressure. And you really can't simulate it in training. You can simulate the tactics, you can try to get the intensity there, but just the meaning behind the game, which like you have to lean into it. Like there is pressure. And I like to say to our guys that pressure is a privilege. And to be in this position where we're under pressure to win in a big game, in a knockout game, there aren't a lot of teams that are getting to do that. And now the field, now there's 16 teams that get to be in this round. So I think if you embrace pressure and you get to play in these games, you get to realize that for us, we want to think pressure makes us better, that we play better in these big games.
Tell me about the settings there. Gino kind of described it as a World Cup feel there. We're all in there in one place in North Carolina, playing in this field you've never played before. But yet I was really impressed with the high level that both you and JMU really showcased on the pitch, considering neither of you have ever probably played on a field like this. A lot of times teams struggle when they haven't played on a field before. They get used to it. Just tell me about the setting there. What is it like? And the quality of play there, despite the fact that with the uniqueness of the settings there.
Yeah, so I think we've got a great setup here, actually. The hotel we're in is beautiful. It's right downtown. We have everything we need. We have our own meeting space. We have the ability to, deliver tactical information. The guys are in finals right now. So we also have, we've brought in our academic counselor here, Brittany. She's helping with that side of things. We've brought Red, our sports scientist, with us, and he's helping with recovery and nutrition and other aspects. We've basically taken our program. We've just kind of moved in here in Raleigh, and we have all this amazing support from the administration as well. Scott Carr and Terry were here helping us today. So it's just. It's great, and to your point about the venue, they've selected a number of venues around North Carolina, and the one in Wilson, I thought they did a good job. I thought they did a really good job. Like they cut that field really low, which is a reason why we're able to move the ball quickly. It was in great shape. The way that they were able to put stands around it and create an environment. I thought it was excellent, and obviously you have two teams that are on a high. They're conference champions of the CAA. We're conference champions of the American. So you're gonna get a good two teams that are confident, that are playing some of their best football. So I thought tonight it was I thought it was a very good game.
Gino mentioned doing the little things right, and that being so important now. That's going to be critical, isn't it? No matter who you face in this next round, doing the little things precisely.
Oh yeah, and I think like you can find 1% in performance under so many little rocks, and that's something we try to do every day. Whether it's making sure our group's hydrated, making sure they get the right nutrition, making sure they get the right sleep, making sure we use every possible recovery modality that's available to us, making sure we have our tactics right, just again and again, focusing on the little details, our analysis of our opponent and trying to give our team the right information and help construct a plan for our group so that we go into that game and everyone understands the plan and everyone's ready to execute the plan. Even just giving them time as well, where they can take a break and they can unwind. We're looking to try to get every little detail right in everything we do, and there's no detail that's insignificant. I think when you get to this level where the difference between teams is, it's such a fine margin right now. So we're doing everything to give them all the support that we can. That also includes the academic support. That takes a lot out of these guys when you're in finals week and you've got the pressures of papers and exams. And by the way, you have to play in a round of 32 game, and then the next day you've got to take an exam. And then 2 days later, by the way, you're in the round of 16, and then maybe a day later you've got another final, or the day before the 16 you've got another final. So there's a lot on these guys. And we're really thankful that we have people who are supporting us, people who are with us. Obviously, Kenny's with us too, making sure that we're able to get the information out and to talk with you guys and make sure our fans know what's going on. So it's every little detail matters right now.
And you mentioned every little detail. You have guys on your team that was a part of that 2019 run to the Sweet 16, getting there and then losing SMU in overtime. That experience, how did that help you today, and how can that help you moving forward to the next round?
Yeah, I think it's just not. I think when you play in enough big games, it's the occasion that can sometimes be a problem. Not so much the game itself. So I think we've now been in a lot of these games, these high pressure games. We've been in these big occasions of Final 16. I think we're really we're excited to play in it, but we're comfortable in a way, right? We're not afraid of that game. Like, we're excited to be in that game. We worked really hard to be in that game. We've had to perform at a really high level consistently in that game to get to this game. So I think that's the biggest thing is, we are at this point where I think as a team, we are really can go into that game with the right sort of mentality, ready to compete, completely confident in ourselves, in each other, and that we're really looking forward to it.
And we'll wrap with this. I saw the joy of the team on the bus singing, enjoying the moment, and you enjoyed this one tonight. But
Thank
there
you.
are other goals out there, aren't there? This is not it. There's more to do, more work to put in. There's more steps to take. Yeah,
I mean, that's it, right? You get to enjoy it. Probably give yourself about 24 hours where you really enjoy it, and I think that's important. But then you turn your attention to the next opponent, because you want to keep you want to keep going. You want to keep dancing. I mean, we were just actually before talking with you. Most of the team is in there watching the Pitt Monmouth game. So to a degree, we're already looking at the next opponent.
Thanks, Coach. Enjoy.
Congrats,
this.
Coach.
Enjoy watching the match.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
No
Thank
problem,
you.
Coach. Take it easy. Thanks, Kenny.
Yep. Thanks.